cannot believe that this day is finally here. We're starting tomatoes today. I cannot wait. Now, I'm kind of in a conundrum, and I will tell you why I'm in a conundrum. That one. Because this is it. I'm starting tomatoes today and some flowers, and I've got to figure out exactly what I'm growing as far as tomatoes go and what I'm not. So I've got some flowers here and some herbs, but we're going to talk about, well, let's just talk about the herbs and flowers first, and then we'll talk about tomatoes. So, y'all know that I've already planted a few zinnias, and they're doing great things out in the grow room. They're about, I'd say they're about that tall now. They're doing great things. But I've got some more zinnias. This is the candy cane mix. So I'm going to grow some of these candy cane mix zinnias. So I'm going to plant some of those today. Wayne loves Black-Eyed Susan vines. We actually call these Bernice. I don't know where it came from that we call these Bernice, but we call these Bernice. Oh, he had an Aunt Bernice, that's right. But the Black-Eyed Susan vines, we're going to grow some of those. Now, this is the Cosmic Candy Mix. I'm also going to be growing marigolds. I've got this variety of marigolds, Mr. Majestic Double marigolds. I'm doing echinacea. I cannot wait for the pops of color in the garden this year. Last year, if you'll remember, if y'all were subscribed last year, I really only had 2 flowers in the garden. That was a sunflower and then another little flower that I picked up at a nursery. So this is the echinacea that we're going to be growing. I'm also going to be planting some Giant of Italy parsley today and some purple opal basil. I'll be planting that today along with some yellow monster peppers. So that's that. But now, let's see the varieties that I know I'm growing. We've already talked about this one time, but we're just going to recap. So I know for a fact that I'm growing from Wild Boar Farms, Blue Bear Berries. This is the Blue Berries. Love that tomato last year. From Wild Boar Farms, another one is the Blue Gold Berries. We're going to be growing those. And because Wayne absolutely adored these last year, we're going to be growing some Berries Crazy Cherry. Now, new tomatoes to me this year are, the only hybrid we're growing is the Jetstar tomatoes. And I'm going to be growing about 8 plants of these just for production, for canning purposes. The Dr. Witches, I'm going to be growing 3 of these plants, the Dr. Witches. This is new tomatoes. Now, my friend Grammy Karen Cantrell, from Stivers Homestead. Grammy Karen, this is called the Granny Cantrell tomato. And when I saw this from Zach and Jen, I said, I want to grow a Grammy Karen tomato too. So I've been growing 3 of those. The pineapple tomato is new for me this year. Never tried that one. Excited about the pineapple tomato, so we're planting that one. The Kellogg's Breakfast, planting that one. I'm excited about the Kellogg's Breakfast. That's new to me. The Abe Lincoln, can't wait to grow that one. That is not new. That is not new. This is new. Aunt Molly's Ground Cherries is new to me this year. Also new to me this year is the Golden King of Siberia tomato. That's new to me. Now, I can't figure out yet. I think I'm going to grow the Cosmic Eclipse. That's a Brad Gates tomato. Now, last year I grew the Paul Robeson. I didn't really care for it last year, but so many people rave about the Paul Robeson. I'm going to give it another go this year just to see how she goes. I mean, it was a good tomato, don't get me wrong. Still not so sure about the Japanese black trifle tomato. Not really sure about this one. I'll decide in a minute whether I'm gonna grow that one. Orange Russolini, definitely gonna grow these. I'm gonna grow 2 of these plants because I'm gonna get a dehydrator and I'm gonna dehydrate the orange Russolinis this year. Because I tried some, Zach and Jen had some dehydrated tomatoes at their house and I tried them and loved them. Now, this is the be-all, end-all favorite tomato from last year's garden. If you watched me last summer, or if you know anything about me talking about these tomatoes, you will know how much I adore climbing triple crop. Now, I grew 3 of these plants last year. Loved them so much. I think I'm going to do... See, I want to do at least 3, maybe 4. But we're going to have to find out where we're going to plant all these tomatoes at. I'm going to have to build some new beds. Because I've got a lot of tomatoes. This year, y'all, it's going to be a pepper year for me. A tomato year. Maybe a few beans. I'm going to have basically a tomato garden and a flower garden with a few beans. That's pretty, and peppers. That's probably going to be it. So let's get to planting. So what am I going to plant first? What is the first tomato that I want to plant? I think since it is a favorite of mine, I'm going to plant first and foremost the climbing triple crop. I love this tomato. This tomato is amazing. How many seeds do I have? Oh, my gravy. Oh, there we go. I tell you what, this is a good way to get mixed up with some seeds. Climbing triple crop. Tell me in the comments which tomatoes is definitely on your grow list. The one that you're going to grow regardless of everything else. What's it going to be? I guess I'm just going to have to figure out how many of these triple... Should I start 6 climbing... I should. I'll start 6 climbing triple crops. So just maybe a little... There we go. I planted 6 little wells of triple crop, but I put 3 seeds in each one. Now, last year, every one of my seeds germinated. So we will see this year. See, I'm afraid I'm going to do it again. Last year, I overplanted, and I had way too many tomato plants, and I'm afraid I'm doing it again this year, but we shall see. Okay, on to Emma Gardner's Orange Russolini. This tomato came over from Italy, and Luke at Emma Gardner is really the only people that sell the true Orange Russolinis now in the United States, because a friend of Luke sent him this tomato because the variety didn't exist in the United States. So this is a wonderful little tomato. It's a cherry type tomato. And I'm looking forward to growing this one yet again. I'm looking forward to getting the seeds out of this packet. That's what I'm doing. Orange Russe. 1 seed. 2 seeds. Orange Russolini. Do a gentle cover up right there. Get some more seeds out of here. I want to make sure there's no seeds on this table because I will get confused. Last year, I planted my tomatoes and I grew one out here. It was on the corner bed. I'll never forget this tomato because it was so delicious. It was a yellow tomato with purple shoulders. It only got about that big around. Gorgeous flavor on this tomato. One of my favorite tomatoes of last year, but it had to be an accident because I didn't plant a yellow tomato last year. So I have no clue as to what this tomato was, the variety. But if I was to accidentally get another one of them, that would be amazing. Because I didn't save seeds from it last year. Oh, right. There's 2 seeds right there, Orange Russolini. It's 2 seeds per cell on the orange roost, because I'm only going to grow 2 of these. Then why am I planting 3? I don't know. I should have only planted them like that. Oh, no. Messed up a little bit. I wonder if I can fix it. Let me try. Okay, so I couldn't fix these because you can't find the seeds once you put them in here. So there's 2 cells of orange Russolini, 2 cells of Paul Robeson, and then I'm going to put 2 cells of another tomato. So which one is that going to be? Let's do Golden King of Siberia. Let's do 2 of those right here. And what I'm doing, I'm just going anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch deep on these seeds. So this is the Golden King of Siberia. Oops. Planting seeds is so delicate because they're so small. So I have great luck with germination, knock on wood. So these should be gorgeous right here. So I'm gonna put 2 cells of Golden King of Siberia. Wayne started helping me, so we're getting a little quicker at this game. Now I'm planting the pineapples. Pineapple tomato, that is. I cannot wait to slice into our first tomato of the season. It's going to be amazing. We're still a long way away. But planting day is here. Seed starting. Are you excited for a tomato?
I am.
Me too. So that's the pineapple. A lot of people have raved about that. That's why I wanted to grow that one. Pineapple variety. And we're on to Granny Cantrell. The Grammy Karen tomato. Dibble, 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 dibble. Granny Cantrell. The next tomato I'm going to plant is the Jetstar Hybrid. Now, I'm growing these tomatoes on high recommendation from Kevin and Sarah over at Living Traditions Homestead, because they grow the Jetstar Hybrid for production, for absolute food production. And they just rave about it. So, and the tomatoes look amazing. So I ordered some Jetstar Hybrids. Now these seeds came from a company called Totally Tomato. So I'm growing the Jetstar Hybrid, and now I'm going to be growing a lot of these plants. I'm going to be growing 9 plants of the Jetstar Hybrid. So I'm kind of anxious about these tomatoes too. So there you go. Okay, we've got everything planted. I'm going to show y'all. We went ahead and planted the yellow monster peppers. I went ahead and planted a 6-pack of those because we love bell pepper, and maybe we can stuff some of these with some like sage sausage or some pork, some rice, just stuff them with something. I think that'll be wonderful. Went ahead and planted the purple coneflower, the echinacea, the Mr. Majestic Double Marigold, the giant flat leaf Italian parsley of Italy, and the purple opal basil. So we've got those planted. I then took this into the bathroom and I filled this tray halfway full with water. And I watered from the bottom for about 40 minutes until all these are completely saturated. I strained the water off. Now let's take these out there and put them in the grow lights. Come on. All right, got my tray here. Gonna put them under the grow lights. There we go. Now I'm gonna lower these lights to as far as I can lower them. But right here, got some nasturtiums growing. And y'all told me in another video the other day that I needed a fan, or a lot of people told me that I needed a fan on to circulate the air. So I got that going on. This is the zinnias. They're doing great things. So they actually, I don't know, they'll just sit here until it's time to put them out in the garden till the frost is over. But yeah, that's what we got going on. So thank y'all for watching this video. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment box, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notified every time that we put up a video, and come on back and see how these plants go throughout this process into the garden. And I can't wait for us to have a tomato sandwich and sliced tomatoes this summer. Bye, y'all.